So, year 2, game 2, we obviously got a long way to go. So, to get down 15, nothing, and offer that little resistance, to start the game, in a home game. Game 2, when your season's just beginning and you're trying to put, 3 years of ugly losing behind you. But what just a uninspiring and just terrible way to start the game. Never coached a team that's been in that position to start a game. So obviously, we've got a lot of work to do. I've got a ton of work to do, and man, we've got a long way to go.
Dan, do you put stock in the comeback in a game like this, or do you kind of write it off as, it all happened after you were 27 years?
No stock in that. No stock in that. That was, I liked what Cook did. Cook, I was able to play him, and he gave up a couple of those threes, but he did not have a lot to do with the defensive meltdowns that we had out there. And we had a 3-day prep for this, where the entire point of emphasis was guarding that three-point line. Aside from the Cook out there and Tyler's second half, when you're a junior, you got to put back-to-back halves together. It's a full game. So, just coming out of that, put no stock in cutting it down. But there were some things that are going to show up on film, like offensive rebound, down 3, or a chance to get the ball one possession game, where we had people watching instead of fighting for their lives to get the defensive rebound. And I just, that's a culture thing. That's accepting losing. That's being part of losing for a couple of years, and you start wearing that like underwear, and it's in your bones. And just at a place like this, with the history that this place has, it's hard to explain a defensive performance like that, and a start, and the lack of just dying to win and dying to play great.
You only have 7 assists. Is that guys just trying to do on their own too much?
Al and Christian took 40 shots combined. It's too many shots. They took some. Our whole point of emphasis here was they're undersized. They don't have a deep rotation. So we want to drive the ball to the front of the rim because there's no shot blocking. And we want to drive the ball to the front of the rim and share the ball in the dunker spot to Cook, Josh, and attack the rim, or we want to kick it out and shoot, toes to the line threes. Not the variety of long twos off the dribble that we shot today were mind-boggling.
How do you explain how Tariq's kind of start to the season? It seems like he's...
Yeah, it's Al's a warrior. He's got a huge heart. He's got to, he's got to find himself. He's got to find, some confidence. He's been through so much, since he's been here, and just with the injuries and coming in with the reputation he came in with. When you go through what he's gone through from a health standpoint, and you're in your 4th year, and it hasn't happened for you, you end up carrying that. And I think You know, it's like, I think he carries it, and as opposed to being joyful and excited just to be back out there, I think right now, I think he'll carry a little bit of frustration of what the first couple of years have been like for him here. And, but you know, he'll get himself going. We'll work, and we'll get him right.
You talked about getting that fire or passion or whatever right out of the gate. You mentioned it obviously to us last time. I'm sure you mentioned it to them during the week. Is there anything that can spark that or make that happen outside of, I guess, peeling the paint off the walls?
Yeah, I mean, I do that daily. No, it just, you know what it is? It's like when you're in the cycle the last couple of years, again, because, you know, there's only one freshman. You know, there's only one new guy that hasn't been a part of kind of what's been going on here for the last couple of years that actually played today. You know, in a cook for us. So, you know, what it takes in a program when you're trying to turn it around is just like, you know, just special people, you know, just people that really believe in themselves and believe that they can, you know, they can play great and change the course of the program, and that they're going to be, you know, the guy that brings UConn back. It's a self-belief, it's a swagger, it's a confidence that you have to have in sports. And you know, and then on the flip side too, we also, you know, we obviously got to get Gaffney. We got to get Gaffney right. We got to get him. You know, I got to get him minutes. I got to play him and let him play through maybe, you know, some mistakes. But it got so ugly out there that it was really hard to find a way with him. And then obviously, you know, hopefully James will be back. We need that infusion of kind of youthful exuberance into the program right now. Some guys that, you know, like, haven't, you know, had to kind of go through what the last couple of years have been like. It seems like it's a burden we're carrying into games instead of just trying to change it and